Brian Giesenslaw, Jean-Luc Grandpierre, and Jackets GM Jarmo Kekäläinen. So trade deadline day. Every year is different. Things are always different. But last year compared to this season, what were the factors that you had to consider this year in determining whether you could make a deal that you'd like to make or attempt one or not?
Well, every year is unique, and this year is completely different from last year. We had some of those expiring free, big name, unrestricted free agents that we knew that were going to leave. So we decided to go for it and load it up as best we can, and we paid a pretty big price for it. So we took some of the ammunition out of our arsenal for this year. So we made it clear for everybody that we weren't in the business of using the first-round pick this year or any of the higher picks, and we're missing the second and third in next year's or this summer's draft anyway. So if there was a hockey trade to be made that made sense for now and for long term, we were looking at it, and we look at every option possible and get very creative behind the scenes, but that's not something I can get into. But we got a couple of deals done, and now we're moving forward.
Yeah. Jarmo, a lot of people don't know about your new acquisition, Devon Shore, so can you describe him to us as far as a player, what he's going to bring to this Blue Jacket team?
Yeah, he's a hard-working, versatile player. He can play center and left wing, so we like that part of him. He brings us a little bit more size, physicality. He's a good player. We've had eyes on him for quite a while. He had more success when he was the Dallas Stars, and we're hoping that he can regain that. He's 25 years old, so he's still in his prime.
Injuries are clearly a part of the story here for this team and a part of what you considered on this day. In terms of injuries and getting guys back and maybe having some of those players, your own players, help this team down the stretch, where do you stand in that category? Who's close? Who might be coming back sometime soon?
Yeah, I leave that to the medical staff, and they just tell me when they're ready, and then we have the good news. But I think that we're probably going to get some reinforcement on the forward side fairly soon. We're hoping Cam Atkinson and Alex Wenberg will be the first ones back. Everyone else is a little ways away, but hopefully soon.
And we've seen Josh Anderson on his way back, presumably skating. Is there any update to Josh's status?
No update, but we're hoping that he'll come back at some point this season as well.
Perfect.
Awesome. So this team, John Tortorella does not like to talk about injuries, but you're the GM, you're looking from upstairs, and you know exactly who you have on the roster. You have 9 guys on the IR right now, really hard. Are you surprised with the response and the guts that this team has shown so far this year and being in a playoff race position?
No, I'm not surprised. That's what we want to be all about, and that's why our coaching staff's done an excellent job. We've taken points in 29 of last 34 games, and we're still in the playoff race. We have 74 points. Anything is possible. If we're going to have any success, we're going to have it as a team. That's how we've done it so far. That's how we're going to have to do it until the end of the year.
I know you obviously want to help this team in every way possible, whether it be a deal or something else. Have they also helped themselves, though, in the way that they've played, given the adversity and being as shorthanded as they've been at times? Have you seen that out of this group and something that could pay off down the stretch?
Absolutely. We've had a lot of guys get an opportunity that probably wouldn't have got it if we didn't have the unfortunate injuries. We find out about them on the NHL level. We had Liam Foudy for a couple games, and he got injured during the training camp. Now he comes in right into the NHL for 2 games and showed very much promise. That's why we're not trading any of that type of prospects away. Everybody's asking us about Liam Foudy or Kirill Marchenko or Voronkov or Tarasov or the goalie prospect that we have. We're not moving those guys. They're going to be a huge part of our future, and some of these guys that got these opportunities now, they might stay in the NHL, and that's what opportunity does.
Jarmo, you never know how the story's going to play itself out, but this has been a story that this team is in the process of writing. It's been a lot of fun to watch. Best of luck down the stretch, and thanks for the time today.
Thank you.
All right, Jackets GM Jarmo Kekäläinen. When we come back here on the pregame show, Jackets and Sens tonight at Nationwide. And yes, the stretch run starts tonight. The Jackets making that playoff push against Ottawa tonight at Nationwide.